But what makes you feel the need to even make videos about me?
Oh, I criticized you, just like you criticized the women in the United States,
So you're a
and you
professional critic.
aren't you a debater? Don't you like to debate?
No, I'm asking you. So you're a professional critic. I'm just asking you.
I make reaction videos just like everybody else.
So you know nobody ever built a statue of a critic, right?
Excuse me?
Nobody ever built a statue of a critic.
What does that mean? Explain that.
That means the people that just sit around and talk shit don't get put down in history. The people that change history get put in history.
What are you changing, sir? You're doing the same thing that you've heard somebody else do.
I'm
You're not changing
changing
history.
men's lives. I've had men say I was on the verge of suicide, but you gave me a little more hope. And hey, continue to critique
Oh, I
me.
will. Don't worry.
Nobody will ever build a statue of you. And you're a very negative
No
guy.
one's gonna build a statue of you. What are you talking about?
Now, this is going to be a two-part series because this shit is so funny. It's 30 minutes. I'm not going to get all of it, but this shit was so funny. But let's start off with this. Brother, I don't need a statue. The people in my life, I impact. I get phone calls every day. Even me and my story of coming from Georgia to California has inspired people. I get calls every day about being out here. When I go back home, I get stories about being out here and doing what I need to do. And things of that nature. I don't want a statue. Like the fuck, I'm not Wilt Chamberlain. I'm not fucking LeBron James. I'm not Martin Luther King, bro. You're not neither. I don't know what you're talking about. You're a YouTuber. There's you know what I mean. There's cool to say that you're giving advice, bro, but whether he takes it or not doesn't mean that you necessarily helped him. He just believes in your content, and hopefully that saved him from doing something he wasn't supposed to do. But I don't consider that saving somebody. But hey, to each his own. I can't really argue that. But we're both doing the same thing. We're commentating on the channel. That doesn't put you at a level above me or anything like that. That's just what we do. And some people dive into the content a little bit too much, my nigga, and you're one of those people. That's what I think makes you so dangerous, is because you're ill experienced. And even if people actually listen to your experience, you're telling them that you're not pulling. You're literally telling them that you're not pulling.
I would say in 2020, I actually just started. I started in maybe December, November 2020. I started to develop hatred towards women because it got that difficult to just converse and just other men that I thought were below my attractive level, as sexual marketplace value, whatever you want to call it. Men that I thought I would have at least an equivalent or a better chance than were getting the results I wanted.
That sound like a man that was pulling. He just literally admitted that in 2022, he was not getting the results of men. So first of all, if you went back to the live and you seen it, I argued with him that he always talks about him not having game. While on the live, maybe a little tipsy, saying that, oh yeah, I had game. Oh yeah, I was more attractive. Oh, I had women leaving phone numbers at my car. But literally in your chair, you had a man that was getting pussy on the regular. So, you know what I mean? You got to look at what's the difference between him and that brother. They also call these guys Pookie and Ray Ray. That's whatever. But at the end of the day, bro, a lot of what y'all think women in totality are attracted to is not just money, bro. I've seen women turn down men with a lot of money. I've seen women fall head over heels with men with little to no money. So there has to be another thing that is attracting them to him. It's not just on the women; it's what the man is presenting or what they perceive in those moments that you are not actively showing. People might think you're a creep, you know what I mean, or people might think something is wrong with you, whatever the case may be. So the fact that you're having all these troubles, yeah, bro, you don't have game, bro. It's okay.
Women will treat you worse than the men will when you're broke. So, especially the women that you're attracted to, forget about them. And I'm not talking about attracted enough just to get you ready to get physical with them. I'm talking about attractive enough for you to take them home to mama and marry.
The United States, as we stand right now, is like 80% or something right there in the working class to poverty. People are still married, bro. People are still married across the board. It's not like just the 1% that are getting married. There's people getting married every day. I have friends that just got married. I have colleagues that just got married, bro. It's all up and down my timeline. Which also I talked about social media when it comes to health. When you're looking at like all the like crazy shit, and honestly, I don't follow the Shade Room. I don't follow Spiritual Word. I don't follow none of those things. And so I get to see like the glimpses of at least marriage. You know, I don't know if they're doing well. I don't know if they're doing okay in life, but they're getting married. They like each other enough. A man likes her enough to put a ring on it. She said yes. And these are beautiful people. They're traveling the world. They're doing things together and stuff like that. And these are black people especially. So to say that when you're making generalizations, you have to understand that you're going to die on that hill and everybody's going to attack you on that, brother. And whether you like it or not is not based on most. It is based on generalizations are based on all that more likely you will run into outside of like anecdotals that you will run into this issue. That is not true in the real world.
But I think when you become, like, learn how to communicate, girls are more, I have a side chick to know about my wife and everything, so on and so forth. Because I'm the guy that most girls like from a height standpoint and physique standpoint. And so I get what I want because I put myself in position to do that. A lot of these guys don't know who they are as a man yet. So they have to grow up, learn how to be a man, and tell a girl what you want. And she ain't on your page, keep it moving, regardless of where you at.
Now, it's funny that like you're seeing all these men come in and if this again, remember, he told me that this was a problem, that he having all these type of conversations. Why are there men approaching you and telling you, brother, that's cap? Those men that'll sit in the circles and be like, oh man, these women are crazy. Yeah, they kind of crazy. Oh man, but yeah, they won't fuck with you and stuff like that. That's crazy, bro, because they texting me. We know those niggas, man. We know those niggas in real life. Like those dudes that definitely, bro, they are struggling with women. And majority of the time, bro, they're struggling with women because they want more of the control and they just believe that they should get 9, 8, 9s, and 10s. Just because Holleman looks decent. He's a decent looking brother. He's not ugly. Just because you look like that does not guarantee that you are going to get a 9 and a 10. It does not. It doesn't matter what country you're in. It does not guarantee that you guys are going to get a 9 and a 10. Also, you got to think about age. This brother is 23 years old. Now, I am going to show the picture of the young lady that I said she was cute. She was very cute, very beautiful young lady. But if you niggas walking down LA, if you are walking down Atlanta, Georgia, you capping if you saying this one is a 9 or a 10. That's what he said. That what y'all kept saying throughout the live. Show me a 9 and 10. Show me a 9 and 10. Shit, let's show this brother's girl that he got in Thailand. That girl is a schmeagle, my nigga. That is a schmeagle walking around Thailand. And I'm not saying all the Thailand women are schmeagles. That's not what I'm saying. But you guys are not pulling 9s and 10s. You're not pulling the best of Brazil. You're not pulling the best of Thailand. You're pulling average looking women. And this is also how you know, and peep game, this is also how you know you men are more thirsty than ever. You have not met or approached or interacted with a beautiful 9-10 in your life. I live in Atlanta. I lived in Atlanta. I'm from Atlanta. I live in Huntington Beach right now. If you come out to Huntington Beach and you walk that strip, you are going to see a mountain of beautiful women. It's just a fact. Now, the fact is, I've seen those women. I've seen those women in Atlanta. They're no different. They're not different women, bro. I'm not thirsty for them. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, they're not. So when I go to another country and I see a woman like that, or the two comparisons of the women, when I see women like that, I go, oh, that's a very beautiful woman, but she's not worth thirsting over. Maybe she wants to suck my dick. I don't know. But at the end of the day, like, she's not nothing normal. Like, she's not like, oh my God, you're a goddess of moon. There's plenty of natural women in America. You guys don't want them, or they might not want you.
The rest of your friends would suggest otherwise.
Ooh, Marissa,
you haven't even spent it. I even had a video. I even have a video of a guy that spent 45. He's been to 45 countries, and he got robbed and he was left ass naked by women he met on Tinder. The only reason why he got half his shit, huh?
That's on Tinder. Yeah, we talk about that too. We talk about how to.
That's
I mean,
so that's
I have a
so
video.
so
I have
then.
a video about. I have a video about how dudes get
Mhm.
robbed and killed behind lust.
I go to the restroom, come back, and I take a sip of my beer. And it was my first time having this beer, so I didn't know the flavor of it. It's not like, you're in the States and you have a Heineken or a Bud Light or whatever your drink is, you know what it's typically going to taste like. This one tasted weird. I'm like, oh, okay, it's kind of sweet. But okay, well, I had a couple more sips. And, I remember being probably about another 10 to 15 minutes after that, I was conscious. Then I just remember waking up the next morning like, what the hell just happened? And I'm naked. I'm like, hold on, I was dressed, right? I hadn't took off any of my clothes. I'm like, what the hell just happened? I reached for my credit card and my phone. My wallet is empty. All my credit cards are gone. I reached my phone. My phone was like up on the countertop, like near the kitchen. And I get dressed real quick. I stand up and I'm like, I almost fall. I'm like, oh, like, whoa, what's going on? Something. I know I got drugged. I got robbed. All right, I messed up.
So let's go with the hypothetical. What happens again? Let's talk about age. That's why I keep talking about experience. Again, he's only been to one country. He's only been to Brazil. He hasn't been to Thailand. He is going. He has no experience there, right? So he has no experience in these other parts of Colombia, things of that nature. He doesn't. It's funny that he says, yeah, we talk about that. Yeah, but you haven't lived it. Your perspective is biased because you have not lived getting robbed by these women. You think you're going to be mad at the American women? You're going to be mad as shit when they drug your ass and they take your shit from you. When they use up all your money and you got to run back to YouTube. When they use up everything that you got and you think, oh man, I thought y'all treat me like kings. Now, again, is that everybody's perspective? Of course not. But when you dismiss it, and then he's talking about lust, what do you think your content produces? You are saying that the American women are better than are worse than the Brazilian women because Brazilian women get straight to the point. You can just go out there and get it wherever you want, however you want, whatever you want. That's your content. I don't see, and I'm honestly starting to think that you're remedial because that's what I said. It's like, that's your content. You're trying to get these guys to go out there and you haven't experienced the good, bad, and the ugly. You haven't. You only seen these stories. And again, you haven't been on the end of it. That brother could have been killed, let alone drugged. He could have been killed. He could have woke up somewhere else on the other side of the country. It could have been so bad for Tobias. And it's not to sit here and judge him. It's to sit here and say, y'all keep calling me pessimistic. I'm not pessimistic because that's a reality. This is reality, bro. He got robbed. He didn't make that story up. He actually got robbed. So the fact that you guys are sitting here saying, oh, you're just looking at the bad. No, hey, bro, you must not understand what being robbed feels like, how traumatic that is. Or especially in another country where some of you niggas don't know that much damn Spanish to get out of a robbery, unless you're Batman. Like, I mean, I don't know unless you, I don't know, El Tigre or something like that, my nigga. Like, the fact that you guys really believe that it's just that easy is what's dumb. A lot of y'all keep saying he's telling his experience. He doesn't have any. We keep proving to y'all he doesn't have any. He's about to have some. And so what happens, does his content go down or the value of his content goes down if something happens to him negative outside that country? Or you guys are still going to say, fuck it. That lets me know that y'all still angry, bro. That lets me know that y'all still in y'all feelings. That let me know that y'all really, is not about the American women. It's that you don't have the capacity to have the American women on your side. And I pray for you niggas. Peace.